you open your eyes to a world untouched by civilization. No cities, no roads, no names for the mountains that rise in the distance, sharp and volcanic against the bleeding horizon. The air is thick with moisture and the scent of earth, ancient, primal, alive. Somewhere beyond the tall grass, a lion roars. The sound echoes across the plains, a reminder that this world does not belong to you. Not yet. This is Earth 2.5 million years ago. The Pleistocene epoch, the age of ice and stone, the cradle of humanity. And above you, the stars still burn, silent witnesses to everything that will unfold. Because even here, in this primitive dawn, you are already connected to the cosmos. Every atom in your body forged in the heart of dying stars. Every instinct shaped by the rhythm of celestial cycles. This is the story of life before memory, before language, before the first word was ever spoken. This is the story of when humanity first learned to survive. 2.5 million years ago, something extraordinary was beginning. In the highlands of East Africa, beneath the shadows of volcanic mountains, a new kind of creature was learning to shape the world. Homo habilis, handyman, the first toolmaker. They were small, no taller than a modern child. Their brains only half the size of yours, but their hands could do something no other animal had ever done. They could imagine a shape that didn't exist yet and make it real. This stone, crude, heavy, sharp, is called an Oldowan tool, the oldest technology ever discovered. And in this moment, in the hands of these early humans, it represents a revolution. Because with this tool, they could cut meat from bone, they could crack open marrow, they could access nutrients that other scavengers couldn't reach. And with those nutrients, their brains began to grow. But they were not alone in this world. Walking beside them, older, more primitive, were the last survivors of Australopithecus afarensis, Lucy's descendants, upright walkers with ape-like features, clinging to the forests as the world around them dried and changed. They were ghosts of an earlier time, and soon they would vanish completely. Because the earth was shifting, the climate was growing colder, ice sheets were forming at the poles, locking away water, transforming lush forests into open grasslands. And in that transformation, in that struggle, something new was being born. Intelligence. Not just instinct, not just survival, but the beginning of thought, the first flicker of consciousness in the darkness. If you're finding yourself drawn into this journey through deep time, consider subscribing to Deep Science Talks. We explore the moments that shaped our existence, from the birth of stars to the dawn of thought. Join us as we drift through the cosmos and the ancient past, one story at a time. Now, let's return to that world. Life 2.5 million years ago was not gentle. Every sunrise brought the same question: will I survive another day? You are a scavenger, a gatherer, a survivor. Your world is vast and dangerous. Saber-toothed cats stalk the shadows. Giant hyenas hunt in packs. Crocodiles wait in the rivers, patient as stone. And you, small, slow, with no claws, no fangs, no armor, are prey. But you have something they don't. You have hands that can build, a mind that can remember, a voice that can warn. And you have each other, because survival in this world is a collective act. The sun climbs higher. The heat becomes oppressive. You rest in the shade, sharing water from a natural pool, grooming each other, strengthening bonds that will mean the difference between life and death. And then, as afternoon fades into evening, the real work begins. Fire. Not every group has mastered it yet. Not every clan can summon this power, but some can. And when the fire catches, when the flames push back the night, something fundamental changes. Because fire is more than warmth, more than protection. Fire is a mirror of the stars. Every spark that rises from the wood is a tiny echo of the nuclear fusion burning in the heavens above, the same physics, the same chemistry, the same fundamental forces that power the universe, now held in your hands. And as you sit beside that fire, beneath that impossibly bright river of stars, something awakens inside you. Wonder. The night sky 2.5 million years ago is stunning beyond comprehension. No light pollution, no haze, just the raw, unfiltered glory of the cosmos. You don't have words for what you're seeing. No myths yet, no stories, but your eyes track the patterns. Your mind registers the cycles. The moon waxes and wanes, and you learn when to hunt, when to hide. The stars shift with the seasons, and you learn when to migrate, when to stay. The cosmos is not separate from your survival. It is woven into every decision, every movement, every breath. You are not yet human in the way we understand it, but you are becoming. While you sit by your fire, gazing at the stars, the universe gazes back. Because this moment, this exact point in time, exists within a larger cosmic story. Earth's axis is tilted, its orbit is elliptical, and these small variations create cycles of ice and warmth that span tens of thousands of years. The Milankovitch cycles. They are the cosmic clockwork that drives climate change on geological timescales. And 2.5 million years ago, those cycles are pushing Earth into a cooler, more variable phase. The Pleistocene ice ages are beginning, and with them, the world is becoming harsher, more demanding, more challenging. But here's the beautiful paradox. It is precisely this challenge that accelerates your evolution, because in stable environments, there's no pressure to change, but in a world that's constantly shifting, where the rules keep changing, you must become smarter, more flexible, more creative. The ice doesn't destroy you, it forges you. And the cosmos continues to shape your world in other ways. Solar flares bathe the Earth in radiation, creating shimmering curtains of light that you've never seen before. They disrupt the magnetic field, confuse migrating animals, change the patterns you've learned to trust. Somewhere in the galaxy, a massive star is dying. In a few million years, the remnants of its death will seed the solar system with cosmic rays, subtly increasing mutation rates, pushing evolution in unexpected directions. You don't know any of this, of course, but you feel it. In the restlessness that drives you to explore, in the curiosity that makes you wonder what lies beyond the next hill, in the dreams that flicker behind your eyes when you sleep. Because your brain is growing, rewiring, creating new connections. The prefrontal cortex, the seat of planning, of imagination, of self-awareness, is slowly expanding. You are not just surviving anymore, you are beginning to think about survival, to plan for it, to imagine futures that don't exist yet. You are becoming us. As darkness falls completely, the world grows quiet. The predators hunt, the prey hide, and you, small and vulnerable, sleep beneath a blanket of stars that have watched over this planet for billions of years. 2.5 million years from now, your descendants will walk on the moon. They will split atoms and map genomes. They will build telescopes that can see the birth of the universe. They will send messages into the void, hoping someone is listening. But all of that, every achievement, every discovery, every moment of wonder, begins here. In this fire, in these hands, in this first tentative spark of consciousness. Because you are not separate from the cosmos, you are the cosmos experiencing itself. The same carbon in your bones was forged in stellar cores. The same calcium in your teeth came from supernova explosions. The same iron in your blood was scattered across the void by dying stars. You are made of starlight. And somewhere, deep in the neurons firing in your growing brain, a question is forming. A question that will drive your species for millions of years. What else is out there? This is Deep Science Talks. Thank you for drifting through time with us. For witnessing the moment when stones became tools, when fire became protection, when instinct became thought. The seeds of everything we are were planted in that ancient soil, beneath those ancient stars, in the hands of our ancestors who looked up at the night sky and wondered,